Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Figma figure, and this is by Maxfactory, and it is Captain America from the Avengers, and this is 226 in Captain America Figma, and on the side it has a picture of him. Yeah, it doesn't look like Chris Evans, and here's the back. It shows a couple of poses you could give him. I do really like these poses that they were able to give him, even that one. And yeah, so let's get him out of packaging. Alright, and here we have the figure outside the packaging and all the accessories that it comes with. And let's talk about the accessories first. It comes with a bunch of hands, a lot of gesture hands, and then he comes with a translucent base, and then an extra peg for the wrist. Then here separately there's a pointy finger. And then this piece is for the eyes. You could actually rotate his eyes, so I'll show you that in a sec. And then here's a shield. Okay, first let's start off with the height measurement. He stands about 6 inches in height. He is not gonna look good standing next to your Marvel Legends, so don't actually buy this so you could put it next to your Marvel Legends, because they are out of scale with each other. Alright, so here you can see a size comparison between Marvel Legends Agent Venom and Cap and War Machine, Iron Patriot. As you can see, the Figma figure, Cap, is definitely way shorter than the other two figures, and since Cap is a super soldier, he should be taller than the rest, but he is not, so don't put him next to your Marvel Legends because he's totally out of scale. So here's a closer look at Cap. As you can see, his skin is really light, and he has no he looks nothing like Chris Evans. And as far as let's see, the chest, it's made out of a rubber piece, and actually goes over to the neck, and it runs all the way back here. And then the abdominal area, it's a little weird. His abdominal area, you can see his body proportion. It's a little bit, it's totally off, because your rib cage is not supposed to stick out like that. No human body would have a rib cage that sticks out like that. And the hips, these, I guess these yeah, these hips, I guess the thong area, that one is a rubber, so it helps with the articulation. And the legs, the boots. And here you can see his neck basically has a ball hinge joint, and if you remove his head, see, that's the back half, and it pegs into the head right there. And then here you can see inside there are two little joysticks. These are the eyes, so you could move them independently. And here's that little ball hinge for the wrist. And on the back of him, you can see there's a peg hole for your base, and you can support him and give him some weird funky poses. And here you can see his eyeballs moving independently from each other. Here you can see Cap is getting ready to toss his shield at something, somewhere, because we have no idea where he's looking. And here you can see there are two loops, and these are detachable. You just loop them around his forearm, and he has hands that could grip that as well too, so that's kind of neat. Alright, as far as his articulation, head is on a ball hinge, and then shoulders a ball hinge, and then inside there's a ball joint that's attached to it, so gives it a little more range motion. Basically he could shrug his shoulder and all that stuff, all that good stuff. And elbows ball hinge, wrists a ball hinge, and then the chest there's a ball joint, and then waist there's a ball joint, and then hips a ball joint, and then there's a hinge joint for the thigh area, and then we have double joint knees, ball hinge ankles, and then there's a hinge joint for the toes. So as far as articulation, he has great articulation points, and range motion. It's much better, far superior than any of your legends or any of the 6-inch scale figures. Even the Hot Toys, a lot of poses that he could do that Hot Toys can't even do, and or Marvel Legends or any of those type of figures. Here you can see how far his shoulders could rotate forward, since there's a ball joint in there. You can see the range is quite high as far as where the arms could go. Here we have a pose of Captain America holding on to the shield like it did in the first Avengers poster. Quite neat. And yeah, this figure cost about somewhere around 60-ish, I would say. And it is quite expensive for a 6-inch figure, but you do get the way better articulation than your average $20 figures. And this figure is definitely not for everyone, because as you can see, the likeness, there's no likeness to Chris Evans whatsoever, and proportion, it's a little weird because you do see a lot of joints. It is because, well, the only way for this figure to have such a good range of motion is by having these joints more exposed, so the range of motion can go a little bit better. It's not for everyone, definitely not for everyone. And if you don't like this figure, if you don't like the looks of it, and here you can see he kind of have the man boobs right there, but overall I am very happy with this figure. I do like it because I like posing my figures and taking photos, and that's why I highly recommend this figure, because of the fact that he could do almost every pose a human can. So yeah, there you go, Figma Avengers Captain America figure. Thanks for watching.